Congratulations! If everything has gone well, you've used our previous videos to set up the telescope and camera system, to align the telescope, to focus the telescope using the Bahtinov mask, and lastly, to point the telescope at the field of view using either Precise Go-To or the Star Training Set with the Go-To RA Deck option, which are all of our previous videos. At this point, we now have the target field in the field of view of the telescope, and we're ready to record the occultation event. Audrey and I are basically going to show you the steps you would need to make the 4 videos that you would make with any standard RECON campaign. We have already changed the, we've already done this on the screen. We've used File, Set Capture File to preset the name of the first file that we're going to save as 2017-0224_01. This will be the first image that first video we're going to capture tonight. And typically the first video you capture in an event is actually the satellite position video, which tells us where we are right now. So on this device, which is the IOTA VTI, what you can do, Audrey, is go ahead and switch from time to position. You also want to make sure that the right-hand button is on full screen, which is what it's already set to. That should typically be set to full screen. And when we did that, you'll notice that now we have a different measurement, different information on the screen. This is telling us the number of satellites that it's using, that this device is using, the latitude, longitude, and altitude of where we are right now, and other information about our location. So to record this video for 5 to 8 seconds, what Audrey can do, and this is true for all recordings, is use F5 to start the recording, which she's going to do right now, and F and escape, or escape, to end the recording. So you only need 4 or 5 seconds, or 8 seconds before hitting escape. And we have now basically made our first recording, which is telling us where we're recording this information for our specific location. And this is really important because every telescope in the RECON network will be in a different place. So we want to have that. Now we can go back to the video mode by going back over to position, going from position back to time. And now it's actually showing the time setting, and it's showing us the universal time right now on this day. It's 03:19:12. That's actually the time in England, which is 8 hours ahead of us. So we aren't making this video at 3 in the morning. It's more like 7 in the morning. 7 in the 7? Is it 7? 7 in the afternoon. 7 in the evening. Got it. All right. So we're ready for the occultation to occur. We have checked to make sure that we're on the right field, and we did that by looking at the image that we provide on our website that shows these stars matching those stars and these stars matching those stars, so we know we're in the right place. We also know when to record by going to the table that's on our website for each location, and every community has a specific time when you're supposed to record the event. So for example, this event, I'm making this up, but this event could have said that for Cal Poly Slow, we're supposed to record at 03:20:52. So that means that we have basically 40 seconds right now to start our recording and be able to record the occultation for a certain amount of time or window. So you're really excited because you've got everything set up and you're here and you're ready to record. And so at 03:20:52, what are we going to push? F5. Excellent. I will give it some light so you can see us pressing F5. This is amazing and epic. It's probably colder if you're in Washington or anywhere else besides San Luis Obispo, so we apologize for that. But at 54, is that what we said? 52, you can hit F5. And now, this is a great opportunity to double check some things. Notice that there are lots of numbers here that are moving. It's saying 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds. Those numbers are moving. These numbers are moving. And it's also saying that you are now capturing a recording of video 2017-0224_02. That's the second video. But you want to check and make sure that these numbers are moving, because otherwise you're just standing here thinking you're recording an event and you're not recording anything. Because we are seeing the numbers recording, we know that it's doing stuff, and we know that we're recording this target field, and that is cool. This can take anywhere from, based upon what you see on the sheet here, this could be 5 minutes that you make a recording. It could be 20 minutes you can make a recording. It depends upon the uncertainty of the event. And we're just going to make up that this recording should stop at 03, 22, and 6 seconds. And so we will wait until we get to that time in 10 more seconds. And then to stop the recording, we do the same as before, which is to use the escape button. And so at, whatever the time was it now? We can stop. So go ahead and hit the escape button, and then again, it stops recording and you stop seeing things going forward. You'll also notice that the next video it's going to take is underscore 03, so it's incrementing the number of the file that it saves each video that you record. So, if that had been a real event, we would have recorded the event. What we're looking for, again, is to see if we can watch the hyperbole object or trans-Neptunian object pass right in front of the target star and block it and then get unblocked. We will not know that till we do a data analysis afterwards. But there's still 2 more videos that you want to take for a complete data set. The next video you want to take is a thing called a sky field video. And that is done by actually turning off the telescope. Which I'll let you do, Audrey, because I've done, yes. So you're going to turn off the telescope at this point by turning off the power button on the telescope, because we're not going to be recording anything else for the star field. You'll notice that our target star is drifting away now because we've stopped the tracking on the telescope, and so the telescope's not moving, but the Earth is. Oh my gosh, look at the Earth, it's moving. And so you can actually watch the stars go by as the Earth spins underneath the stars. At this point, we want to do our third video, which you again would hit F5. And we're going to record 2 minutes worth of stars drifting. I should have mentioned that during all of this, you're supposed to be studiously doing what I didn't just do, which is you're supposed to be writing down that 02, video 01, this is on the RECON log sheet. Video 01 was our position video. Video 02 was our event video, because that was the actual occultation event. And file number 03 is the sky field video. And in addition to what each file corresponds to, the most important other part of this is knowing what sense-up you were using. We're using sense-up times 128, so I'm going to write that down as 128 times as the settings of what sense-up we were using for that event. Those are the 3 most important parts of this file, or the file number, what the file is of, and what the sense-up is. And so you want to record that, or have one of you guys record this as you're doing the event. So again, we would take 2 minutes of drifting stars. How much longer do we have, do you think? 30 seconds. What this is used for is that we use the multiple frames that we're recording right here, and we use that to make a thing called a flat field, where we are able to actually create a correction for the other science videos we just did that'll let us get a more clear image of what we actually have been recording. It's a really poor explanation for a thing called a flat field. I recommend Googling flat field telescopes, and you'll learn more about flat fields. So after 2 minutes, which is right about 5 seconds from now, you would then hit escape to end the video, and it has now recorded 2 minutes of video 3. Now we just have our fourth video, and the way we do that is by grabbing the lens cap of our telescope. Awesome. You can come around to this side. We'll actually take our dew shield off of the telescope, for those of you guys who have dew shields that you're using. And Audrey's now going to actually put the lens cap over the entire telescope so that no light is going into the camera. That's awesome. And you'll notice now that we don't see a completely black image. This is a thing called the dark field video. And so Audrey can now press F5 to start the dark field. I will write down that the fourth video is the dark field video, and it's at the same sense up of times 128. And again, we're going to make a 2-minute recording of nothingness. But interestingly, notice that it's not nothing. If it was a perfect camera, because no light's going into the telescope, this should be perfectly black. But in reality, you see lots and lots of hot pixels, which are these white dots, which are pixels on the silicon chip that have extra electrons coming off of them, giving you a bright signal there. And you'll also notice it's a lot brighter in the upper left-hand corner of the dark field than the lower right-hand corner. And that's because electrons are being pulled off the chip this direction and this direction. As the electrons are being pulled left and up and left and up and left and up, you're getting an accumulation of electrons in the top of the chip, and that's making it appear brighter in that corner. Again, we use this as a correction video because we can actually use this dark field to correct for that and to basically remove that artifact of the camera from the image, just like we could use the previous video, the sky field, to remove the artifacts of the telescope to correct the image. So these are correctional fields that we want to use. Again, you would do that for 2 minutes for the purposes of the video, not taking 3 hours. We will actually stop now by hitting escape, and that has now stopped that recording. The 4th video has been made, and you have now finished all 4 videos that we need for an event. So to review, the first was the position video, where you're getting the location of where we are. Second was the event. Third is the flat field, where you turn off the telescope and the stars go drifting through the sky. And then the last is the dark field, where you cover up the telescope and we're just taking pictures of hot pixels. At that point, you're done. You recorded the event, you got all the correction videos, you've had an amazing night. Something may have gone wrong. That happens, right? If there's like something that didn't work exactly right, use it as a learning opportunity, and there's always be another event that you can go for, that will ask you to go for. But hopefully it has gone smoothly like this, and you've been able to record the event. And again, I can't say how much I am appreciative of all of the work you guys have been doing out there in the field, working with us. In fact, I even want you guys to come on in, Diana, come on in, everybody, come on in, Ileana. Can you do that? Ileana can't, because she's recording. But again, it's Audrey, Matthew, and Diana, and myself, John. We've enjoyed making these videos, and hopefully they will be helpful for the rest of the RECON project. What should we say? Thank you. We should say thank you. So thank you, good luck, let us know however we can help.